Boop. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Angry Duck Automotive. Hope you guys have had a good week. Hope you enjoyed the Dutchy Forte video. And today we are back on the Zaffa. A couple of little tinkering jobs to do. We had a little drive out yesterday, and I had a little bit of the clutch bolt that holds the master cylinder to the clutch is sort of a little bit loose. But other than that, it was behaved impeccably. We have got some updates as well. I've been working a little bit behind the scenes. So I've given the roof another probably 3.5 litres of lacquer, so that's looking much better. So I'll spin you around now, we can have a quick look at that. There we go, it's looking a lot better, a lot less bumpily. So that's it's still got a bit of orange peel on it, but we'll be able to rub that back with some 2000 grit, well 1500, 2000 grit wet and dry, and then and that'll be gooder for longer. But you can kind of see the effect we're going for here with like the velvet looking deep shine. So look into it, it's going to be almost like looking into one of those American bowling balls that they're just like you can stare into for days. So that's what we've achieved with that. I didn't film it because obviously you've seen me put lacquer on so many videos in a row, but it's getting there now. I think by the time we cut and polish that, that's going to look bloody lovely. Okay, before we get started on our little jobs, let's pop our head in the garage, see what Fabricating's been up to, shall us? So you see guys, the cab is back on the stewed. On for good?
Yeah, body's on for good, yeah. All sprung mounted on rubbers.
Bloody lovely. All the bulkheads all painted in now, look. Isn't that lovely, look? Factory.
I'm still going to give it another coat of gloss, I think, because it's come out a bit satin.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad satin, to be fair.
No, that trouble to get dirty, won't it?
It will.
It's usually clean.
It is. There we go, guys. So what's the next job? Pull the engine out now and mess about with the clutch and gearbox and all
the
that.
right release bearing in it when it arrives tomorrow, and then reassemble that, put it back on. I've got to move the steering column 1/4 inch, believe it or not.
I was going to say, you got fairly lucky with your manifold there.
Yeah, not quite.
You've got to put a dent in it, haven't you?
I could do a 1/4 inch, maybe a little more.
Oh yeah.
Just to get a bit more clearance. But
Just
yeah.
there, look, guys.
And I had to take the rocker cover off because I couldn't slip it back in with the rocker cover on.
Ah, right.
But when I put the P6 rocker covers on, it'll be
They're a bit
better
smaller.
shape. So that's the plan. P6 rocker covers polished up.
Yeah, got to be done. There we go, guys. That is the Studebaker. All the chassis painted in lovely now. So yeah, pretty much just tightening everything up now and rebuilding it. And then we get on to like the bodywork stage.
Yeah.
Fun times. Right, so my next job is going to involve these two, 30mm, the 30mm of hope. Now I'm thinking I can just tighten the bolt up, put the lock nut back on, because I've just found that in the floor well, and we'll be good to go. So fingers crossed, that'll be all it is. Probably not going to need my sunglasses because I'm going to be under the dashboard upside down a bit, I would imagine. Here we go. Okay. It's up under there. I suppose we could bring you inside. Let's have a look at that. So yeah, I was just driving along yesterday and I heard a little ting out of the dashboard, and it was this lock nut that goes onto the clutch slave bar just up here. So I did put it on finger tight, and we'll tighten. Maybe we'll take that one off and just put the lock nut on it, and then use that one as an extra nut, because I don't think if I put a 9 lock on it, it's going to need the extra nut. This one's a 9 locker, so hopefully I've lost where the end of it is now. I remember you. He's not easy to get at. Oh, as if we just done that first time. Oh, we have as well. So hopefully, I'm breathing a bit because I'm on my own fat stomach here. Hopefully we'll stiffen the clutch pedal up a little bit and do the clutch things. If I can find the end of the nut with the Spaniard. There. We is on like Donkey Kong. It's like one of these that's like between the pedals. It's like really awkward to get at. There we go. Okay. That feels gooder, and I think that'll be gooder for longer. Yeah. Bloody lovely. Job one done. God, look at that. Made my head leak already. If you don't believe me how hot it is today, it is scorchio. Look at that sky, beautiful. Shiny head, means it's all. Cool, that's that little job done. So, next job we've got to do today while the weather's good. I mean, it's too hot to cut that back. As soon as you put polish to that, it's just going to dry and make a mess of it. So I'm going to leave that for a little while. While it's hot there, it's baking nicely, hardening off anyway. So, you know, we'll be patient with it. But if you remember back along, we had a little blowout incident, and I've got some wheel arch to fix. Obviously, I would have done that a couple of weeks ago, but we had to fix the sill. So yeah, we're just slowly working our way back through now. So obviously the sill's done, you've all seen that. I'll flip it around and you can have a quick recap of the old wheel archery. So yeah, she's got a little bit of crust up in there, but that was whipped out by when the tyre delaminated, when it got a blowout. But there's the area that we're concerned with most of all. Now I remember when I built this car the first time, these rear wheel arches are out of a Mark 1 Escort. They're not even Zephyr wheel arches because I couldn't get any at a time. And they have not lasted as long as you would hope. So yeah, they were probably full of fill along before the tyre went flat. This edge here is not too bad now. I've managed to tap that back in and sort of repair that. It was peeled out a little bit. But this area now here is what we're going to tackle today and try and repair that. So we'll whip the wheel off and start addressing that trouble spot. Oh, we're going to use our best Ugga Dugga to get that man done. I've got nothing against power tools apart from I don't have any. We're doing it old school. Not by choice. Not by choice. I would love a Milwaukee Ugga Dugga. Can you imagine the stuff I could do? That would be like a dream. One of them, isn't it? Safe place. Put that in a safe place. Like that. Right, we're going to have to get some power tools out now. Grind that back, see what we've got. Try and make some small plates, I guess. See how much of that's actually metal. Not a lot, I don't think. That's probably all going to be filler. So we'll dig around in that in a minute and see what we got or what we haven't, as the story goes. So here we go, guys. Time to ruin another t-shirt and a pair of jeans. And everybody's peace and quiet. Let's see what we could have won. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. There's a lot less filler in there than I was imagining, to be fair. Fair fucking play. We like that. So there we go, that's what we're left with. It's a little bit holy up there. But actually not as bad as I thought. So I think it's not exactly straight anymore. So I may have to sort of try and panel beat that out a little bit. yeah, so it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. The filler isn't like 2 inches deep as I suspected. So yeah, I think we'll be able to tackle that fairly easily with some strips. It's a bit thin down here, so I don't really know what we can do with that. I might make an L piece and cut that out, but getting the line around there is going to be quite a hard shape to make without dragging out sort of like the shrinker stretcher machine and all that kind of stuff. So we'll just see if we can do it with a hammer, because that is the way. Well, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see from there, but you can see I've just been sort of in here with a little bit of wood and just gently teasing the shape back again. And we've got a little hammer with a flat end on it. So we're just going to use the bit of wood as kind of like a dolly. And just panel beat the creases out, hopefully. Let's dig it all out properly. That's kind of back into the shape that we want. Well, that was easy. Now all I've got to do is make a little tiny strip to go in here. Yeah. That's not terribly thick there. Okay. We'll get the power file on the go and we'll clean out the edges, we'll clean up that and go from there. Where's my safeties? I'm going to get my safeties. Cool, right, I've got my safety squints on and we're just going to dig around in this a little bit and see what we're left with at the end. Cool, well that isn't as bad. I mean, it's bad, but it's not as bad as it could be, I suppose. Got to make some very small plates up, so that's no big deal. I might just cut that out and do a nice long strip in there and just do away with all the bad metal, because otherwise I could just be chasing here and making more holes. So if I can keep this lip on, which is looking good up until this point here and this point here, but once I've got a strip in there I can build this edge up and do it that way, hopefully. We'll see. Cool, so we're going to cut out this area because that's dodgy as well. Do it once, do it right. Cool, power file on again. Change the plug. Let's clean them up a bit. Cool, so I've just left a little about an inch long strip there, which feels like good metal, but it'll give me a reference to curve to, if that makes sense. So we've got this little stripperoo here, and then we're gonna make that fit in there. Something like that ish. Might have to be a bit wider than that strip. I just got that out the scrap bin. We'll see. Might be too narrow. Because it goes in at a funny angle as well. Yeah, it's not wide enough. For what we want, we'll find something else. Okay, so we've got this little bit of tin out of the scrap bin and we've shaped it up pretty good so it'll fit in here like kind of flush, and I'm just going to dot a spot right there with my squint eye and all that kind of stuff just to hold that in place. Of course, now we've got wind. Alright, that'll hold that. So what we'll do is we'll gradually just tack it in and tap it into place with our appropriate manipulating tools. Fun times. Can you hear the wind? It's really frustrating. Ticky tack, ticky tack, ticky tack, tack, tack. Many fillers in there. Look how deep that is. Woo-wee. So sorry. We're getting there now. Getting some nice burns going on. Suntan head. The breeze is lovely, but it's blowing all the mid gas away. So yeah, not so much on that front. We're going to the last little sliver we're putting in now, up in there. So we'll tack that up, grind it back. As you can see, there's a patch there, and then we made a strip that goes all the way up around there, and then we found some more. So there's another strip going up through there. But the rest of it is actually really solid. So once this is done, filled and sanded down, we'll be all good. And now we grind. Cool, so it's all welded up, we bunged some pug in it, and now we're going to sand it down. But at least we know underneath the filler that's there, it's going to be solid now. And that'll be gooder for longer and much betterer. I think it's going to need a little bit more in the places there's a low there, and there's a bit there where it's a bit low. Whew, hot. So that's kind of shaped up gooder ish. I'm running out of time in daylight and I'm really hot. Now I'm feeling a little bit poorly, so I'm going to finish it there, put some paint on it, and then we can always revisit it another time because it's satin black, so we can just do it over and over again until we're happy with it. So we're just going to use some of this, which is also purple alcohol, to wipe down the surface. Make sure it's all clean, and it will evaporate really quick as well in the sun today. Make sure the area is nice and clean. windy for painting, isn't it? I chose to paint this satin black because I can do a repair and then paint it in and then move on to the next one, and it's not running around with big patches in it everywhere, blue and rust and all that jazz. So I think, oh, this is all the rust on this side, complete. So in theory we switch to the other side and have a dig around there. Fucking man. There we go guys, look at that. Brand new second hand, hardly ever been rusted out or anything. The hole is no more. Oh, it's only a country job, isn't it? But it'll do for a minute. Well, so there we go. We'll give that a couple more coats of the old satin black and then pop the wheel back on. And then in about 15-20 minutes I should be able to drive it. Excellent. Yeah, didn't get a chance to cut and buff the roof today, but it's so hot I don't think it would have been any gooder. Probably would have hit that with polish and it would have just hazed right up straight away. It's so hot today. Loving the warm weather. So we have been successful in our wheel arch repair, which is bloody good, bloody lovely, and that will last you know, longer and be gooder. At least underneath a little bit of filler that I put in there, it's all steel and welded now. Shouldn't ever break out again. You know, you don't know, it's an old Ford in it, so it probably will at some point or another. But we are getting through the jobs. So this is the last bit of rust on this side of the car. So I suppose we just start digging in the other side and see what we can find. I know there's a couple of dents to pull out, but I don't think the other side, like the sill and that, is as bad for rust. So that would be a plus. We may be on the downward spiral to getting this car complete. Obviously we've got interior stuff to do. I've got a very specific set of seats in mind for it, and I'm kind of holding out for a set of black leather Rover P6 front and rear seats. So hopefully I can find a set of them to put in it, and that will finish the interior off lovely. Yeah, so we're just going to stick a wheel back on this in a minute. A little bit more there, sneaky. Talking to spec FT. Fling it tight. Cool. So there we go guys, that'll do it for this episode of Angry Duck Automotive. That's gone in quite well. I'm quite pleased with how that's turned out. Obviously we've got some little dents and stuff to do, but we're ever nearer and closer to the goal of getting it completely metal flaked and finished painted. Probably, I don't know if it's going to be this year, but if we keep doing a bit and keep satin black in it, and then you know, maybe by the end of this summer season this year we'll be ready to actually put it inside and go full ham at it. So yeah, thanks for watching to the end guys. If you're still here, much love. Thank you to all the new subscribers that have been come on board this week. It's really great to see the channel growth. It's absolutely amazing. If you are watching and you like the stuff, don't forget to hit the button and subscribe, and if you hit the bell as well, you get the notification when the new videos come out. So yeah, for now guys, we'll see you again. So if you can't be good guys, be careful, take care, much love, peace out.